Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. On the last one, we came back, and I felt bad because someone left a comment. They were like, "Oh, well, I watched this one, and then I went back to the last one, and I had forgotten that Bryce had died." And to be honest, I feel really bad about it, but I forgot that Bryce had died too. So in the last one, like in episode 10, I was like, oh, I was so sad and I was distraught and I was feeling really bad. And then in the very next episode, even though it had been a month, so it had been a long time, but a month later, I'm fine apparently. So I apologize about that. But then we kept Adine from making possibly a big mistake, by keeping her from trying to compete when she could not perform at her peak physical peak, I guess. I don't know. Let's just play the game again. Another free day. Yay me. Meet with Remy or get some well-deserved rest. Well, we really haven't talked to Remy at all, but I guess we could see what he says about the thingamabob. So, getting well-deserved rest really just is avoiding the plot. So let's to Remy. Remy. He told me to meet him in the lobby, but nobody's here. Maybe I should look for him. He can't be too far after all. Oh, hey. It was quite a spacious building, lined with many bookcases on multiple floors. From the looks of it, it seemed to be as much of an archive as it was a library, with immaculate order permeating the chamber. It was the kind of place I could see myself getting lost in for an afternoon or two, thumbing through all of the interesting books it could offer me. Yeah, I was looking around in wonder when suddenly a voice penetrated the silence. Ready! I couldn't see who the voice belonged to, but it came from the more private area in the back. It was followed by footsteps that approached it. Oh, you're still here? Of course I'm still here! I have business to attend to! I forgot her voice. I have business to attend to! Something like that, or something posh. Certainly. I just assumed you'd be done by now, Emra. Guess your assumption was wrong, then. Be a good boy and bring me some coffee, will you? Of course, Emra. I heard more movement, though I could not see either of the two who spoke behind all the bookcases. I assumed the area was off limits to a visitor like myself and decided to wait. Here you go. Now let me read in peace, you silly boy. Of course. I heard him walk towards my direction until he emerged from behind a bookcase and spotted me. Oh, hello, Pierce. I didn't expect you so soon. Not like I had anything better to do. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have come at all. Let's just go with better safe than sorry. All the other ones are kind of regretful. Well, I'm glad to see you again at any rate. Was that Emra? Yes. Oh. So this is where you work, huh? Most of the time, yes. That makes you a librarian, I suppose. There's a little more to it. I'm not just in charge of the books, I'm a scholar and study them too. For example, if the council requests knowledge on certain topics like facts, statistics, or other information of interest, it is part of my job to research it and present it to them in an appropriate manner. So you're basically an expert on everything. It sounds like the kind of thing I'd like to do. Just thinking about doing that kind of work every day gives me a headache. Let's flatter him. Expert on everything. No, just an expert on finding information. Oh. That was supposed to be flattering, you fucking tone-deaf prick! A lot of people like Remy, so I'm not going to insult him. Anyways, was there a particular reason why you wanted to meet me? You're just too damn cute! Oh, that's definitely... That's flattering. I was interested in what you said the other day. You have myths about humans. I was bored, and coming here seemed like the most interesting option. Well, I'm definitely not going with the last one, because that's very impersonal. The top one seems to be a way too forward, considering I just woke up, by the way. Considering that we haven't really been pursuing him at all. So let's go with the myths. Oh, right. Well, I still have work to do, but I could show you something afterwards. Either way, now that you're here, you could help me with something. I've got some books that need sorted over there. I respectfully decline your request to help. Sure, not like I have anything better to do. Alright, how do I fit them in alphabetically? I mean, let's fucking help. Let's just be nice. Oh no, the arrangement you see in this library is based on a sophisticated system that sorts everything in a very intuitive manner based on a number of criteria. Genre, author, complexity, and age. Well, shit! I did not have to learn fucking theoretical physics in order to put some goddamn books away! As you can probably tell, we have lots of specimens, so just sorting them by alphabet would be far from sufficient. Sufficient? What the fuck is I know it's supposed to be sufficient, but what is sufficient? Why did he say it like that? I feel like that's like all of my commentary. Why did he say it like that? That does sound very intuitive. That sounds complicated. That sounds really boring. Intuitive! Compliments! It is. Basically, these 8 books you see over there were all part of a section that was moved, so they have to be sorted into their new area. The problem is, their labels are so old that they have started to fade away, which makes sorting them a little harder. They will get new labels soon. But until then, we just have to make do with what we have here. All of them are by Hezekiah Akel, a writer on the subject of history, and a very prolific one, I might add. You will find the shelf they belong to over there. Now it is just a matter of placing them in the right order, from oldest to newest. I have written down everything still legible on the old labels here. For someone like you, putting them in order shouldn't be a problem. In any case, I'll be working on something else in the meantime, so let me know once you're done. Well, I'm glad I fucking showed up. Hints. The Third War is directly preceded by the Oh, fuck this! Oh, hell no! I've seen this shit before. I literally just got accepted into a college this morning, so I gotta get used to taking notes again. Where's the piece of paper I can write down on? My lease? Oh yeah, that's fine. That's scrap paper. The old familiar picture of Aaron. It's just my note page. It's got all kinds of shit from repeat to looks like extracurricular activities. Yeah, it's got the cooking instructions from the cooking minigame on there, and the flour stuff from repeat. Yeah, this is just my page. This is my note page. The First War. Okay, you couldn't come up with a little better fucking names. Invention. You son of a bitch. Only one book. I wrote boob, idiot. Oh, yo, fuck you. Okay, so let's figure this out. There were 8 books, right? I need a bigger paper. Fuck, I can't write everything on one paper. Now this is a bigger paper. It's a promotional board for Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. So yeah, let's write on that, because that's not valuable in any way, shape, or form. So Inception is the first book, which makes First War the second book. And we know there's something in between that and... So we know those are the definitive lists. So Inception is definitely the first book, because First War is directly preceded by Inception. And only one book is before the First War. Now we know there's something, and then the fourth book is the Second War. I've never been good at these. I'm good at writing all the shit down and then having someone else fucking figure it out. Tribe wasn't mentioned at all. And I'm inclined to believe that Tribe would go in the third slot. So if we put Tribe in the third slot, let's just write it down here so it's not in the official line. So we put Tribe in the third slot, so that makes we're halfway there. Invention would have to be 5th or 6th. And if we put Invention in the 5th slot, then that means it would be Spark, then Third War, and Enlightenment would have to be the last one. So it would go Inception, First War, Tribe, Second War, Invention, Spark, Third War, Enlightenment. So I think this is our timeline right here. I think I did it. I think I did it right, and I'm going to go with it. So the first book is Inception, like it should be. Bwom. The second book is The First War. The third book is The Tribe. The fourth book is The Second War. The fifth book is Invention. The sixth book is The Spark. Seventh book is The Third War. And the eighth book is The Enlightenment. I think that's it. I think that is it. Anyone who knows better in the comments are freaking the fuck out right now. Alright, let's... Oh, you're done? Let's take a look then. Seems you got it all right. Yes! Yeah! Fucking do-do-do! Fuck yeah! Oh, I'm so ready for college again. Oh, I haven't been in college since 2015. Oh, God, it'll have been 3 years since I went to college. Oh, you brought Remy's books into the correct order. Yay! Phew, that was hard work. That wasn't too hard. I didn't know I could have this much fun in the library. I had fun. I can't tell if you're serious, but I appreciate your help regardless. In any case, there's a box here that belongs in storage. You can put that away. I'll finish the last bit of sorting, and then we'll be done for the day. Sure, whatever, man. I'm here to help. Great, see you in a bit, then. Taking advantage of my fucking help. Motherfucker, like, oh, let's just come over and fucking do your job, asshole. I lifted the box, and it was heavier than I thought. I lifted the box and carried it towards its shelf, but just as I was about to reach it, I tripped suddenly, sending me to the ground as its contents of the box spilled across the floor. Oh, ouch. Christ, what was in this box? I scrambled to gather the various items as the voice of the dragon called out to me. Is everything alright? Before I could answer, Remy came around the corner, his face bearing a look of disapproval. Damn it. He stooped over and helped me pick up the spilled objects. Yeah, I'm fine. I was mainly asking about the priceless artifacts you just dropped. Oh! Well, fuck me then! Yeah, I guess my own safety isn't worth as much. You shouldn't have asked me for help if you were so worried about the condition of these things. Make fun of him for caring so much about books and scrolls. Just apologize. You fucked up. It doesn't look like anything is broken. That could have ended up much worse. What is all this stuff, anyway? In preparation for your arrival, I wanted to study what knowledge we had on humans. And what'd you learn? Not much. The human is a creature shrouded in mystery and legend, yet one we apparently share some history with. Sure, dragon, tell me I'm the mythical creature. As the story goes, we dragons were once a primitive and savage civilization, living in caves and whatnot. We fought other creatures and amongst each other for resources and territory. One day, however, a human arrived who performed many miracles and gave us the gifts of electricity and reason. We refer to this event as our awakening. What happened to him? And who were they, anyway? They say it was a divine creature, a supernatural being that saved our species by making peace between our clans and uniting us, as numbers were dwindling from our pointless conflicts. And when the deed was done, they ascended to the heavens from where they came, or turned into a dragon and lived among us, ruling with kindness and wisdom until their eventual passing, depending on who you ask. And what do you make of this story? As unlikely as it sounds, there is evidence for sudden, unprecedented technological advancement in our timeline. We have artifacts from that time that couldn't have been built with the technology we had back then. I'm starting to think you already have a theory. Indeed. I take it you are familiar with the way the portals through which you traveled here actually work. Oh god, another scientific mumble-jumble! I don't know, nor do I care. I mean, yeah, I am. It's simple, really. He's still gonna explain it anyway. Fucking mansplaining. There are spontaneous wormholes that pop... Wormholes, motherfucker, that pop into existence now and then. But their highly unstable nature means that they instantly collapse in on themselves. The machinery of the portal merely stabilizes the wormhole so that we may use it. Can I not say wormhole? Apparently not. We actually are just taking advantage of a naturally occurring phenomenon. It's pretty cool. Long story short, my theory is that this legendary person stumbled upon one of these natural wormholes that split in the split second it existed, bringing them into our world. Being thrust into an unfamiliar world with no means of return to their own. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or the right one, if you ask me. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. Oh, what would I give to know more about them? How do you know so much about the portal, anyway? We found it a while ago, so we had some time to study it. Not me personally, mind you, but I followed its development with great interest. What else have you discovered about it? Not much, I'm afraid. We didn't want to take the risk of permanent damage, so we won't do anything rash until we completely understand the technology and can replicate it ourselves. So far, the only thing it has done for us was locating your portal and connecting us to it. From the interface, it appears to have more functions, but we haven't been able to get any of them to work. We were not even sure what it was capable of when we initially turned it on. Only after some time of being activated to actually find your portal, and only then were we able to make the connection. Making that discovery must have been very exciting, especially when you made contact with us and started exchanging letters with us. Oh, you have no idea, especially when Reza arrived and it turned out to be a human of all things. Some people still worship them, you know. You mentioned that before. How does that work? Do you have some kind of organized religion based around it? Not exactly. It's more like an adoration on a personal level. I'd count myself amongst them if it wasn't for the fact that I consider myself to have a more reasonable approach to it than others. For example, there are those that believe there is much more to your sudden appearance than there really is. I think they expect some sort of miracle from you, similar to what was ascribed to humans in the past. Well, I can tell you there's nothing supernatural about me. Those people are stupid. Maybe you should wear let's go with the top one. Be a little humble instead of being a dick. That's what I expected. Either way, as a scholar, I'm looking forward to see everything your PDAs have to offer. I could show you sometime. We already gave him one, for fuck's sake. I see. Well, don't worry about explaining them to me. I'm sure you have much more important things to do while you're here. It is just a question of time until one of them ends up with me anyway. I mean, again, we already gave him one. At least I remember us giving him one. I mean, we gave him something because we went to his apartment and he was like, "It's not a good time." But we were like, "Hey, take the thing," and he was like, "Oh, I wanted to look at this." Also, it's a matter of time, for fuck's sake. Actually, the PDAs are one of the reasons I volunteered to come here. What do you mean? I know them pretty well, enough to explain how they work at least. Of course, that's far from the only reason. I just thought I'd be the kind of person who'd meet all of the requirements, and it turned out I was. I see. Well, it was nice of you to volunteer when you must have known there would be considerable risks in coming here. You volunteered as well when you came to meet me, didn't you? I wouldn't think this kind of thing would fall under your jurisdiction regularly. Yeah, that is true. But by this point, my interest in these matters shouldn't surprise you. I was more surprised that I arrived under the cover of darkness to meet an ambassador, though I haven't seen much of you since. Initially, they wanted to have an official reception headed by myself, but in the end they changed their minds due to security concerns, as I told you back then. I suppose that's also why I'm being escorted by the police all the time. Of course, not anymore, but yeah, that was supposed to be my job too, until someone from the police department objected and advocated for more security. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Let me guess, that someone was Maverick. How'd you know that? Just a hunch. At least I still got to meet you. Were you nervous when you did? Only the brave or the foolish wouldn't be. I consider myself neither. I have to admit I was too. I was speechless when I saw you, and that wasn't just a side effect of the teleportation. I think you're pretty brave. I think you're pretty foolish. Well, I'm not calling him foolish, and he doesn't consider himself brave. I mean, just relatable. To be fair, I would have been as well if we didn't already know about humans and Reza. There was a moment of silence between us, and our eyes met briefly, and suddenly a loud call echoed through the building. Oh, God. Ready! I better go see what this is about. Maybe it would be better if you didn't stay out in the open. At the end of the hallway, you can find my office towards the right. Wait for me there. Alright. Have fun! Ooh, look at it. Oh, I guess he lives in his fucking office. So this is your office, Remy. Don't rummage through his shit. I guess look in the mirror. Just a mirror, nothing special about it. I don't want to fucking go through his shit. Like, that's incredibly rude. Like, I know I'm probably missing out on some information, but at the same time, much like how in Harold Grifter's route, if you're apparently supposed to go along with Darius in order to make Harold jealous, and therefore you can get the sex scene earlier, if that is the way you're supposed to do things, then I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna fuck with his stuff. Wait. Let's wait for a bit. Nothing happened. What the fuck? Do I have to? Let's wait some more. Nothing happened. Fuck, I don't want to go through his stuff. Alright, this was long enough. Your boredom has increased by 3 points. Now I have to! Fuck you, man! I don't want to do any of those things. I guess looking at his computer is not the same thing as like going through his computer, so let's just look at it. Wonder if the computers are similar to ours. Let's see. At the press of a button, the screen came to life, accompanied by the whir of the machine. After a few seconds, colorful images appeared on the screen. Oh! Oh! It's like Final Fantasy! Oh, it's Final Fantasy! Have you come here to beg for your mercy? No, we've come to stop you. Your reign of... It looks like Remy! He's got the tie and everything! Wait, we should be playing his game! Your reign of terror over the land of Marmoa is over. You're outnumbered. Just give up and we can end this without bloodshed. The area is teeming with my soldiers, outnumbering you thousands to 1, but I don't even need them. Who knows? If you survive long enough, you might just see why I'm called the Ascended. Oh, you pompous symbols! Calm down, Edith. Focus. I'm sorry I just come to this, but this ends now. Ronan, get them! Grrr! Battle start. It is whirlwind. Ronan takes 326 damage. This is so fucking cool. We really should not be doing this though. Oh damn it. Ah, fuck it. Okay. Bonnie uses earthquake. Whoa. Ronan takes 465 damage. Grrr. Ronan invokes cosmic horror. Oh. Oh my. Oh my god. Bonner takes 1089 damage. 1205. Oh. What the? Stop it! We weren't supposed to. I didn't want to do that. Oh. Hey, what are you doing? I think I broke it. Nothing. I think I just own up to it. You were snooping like an asshole. Oh no, let me take a look. Why did you even touch the computer? Because I didn't have any other choice. The game made me choose something, and it seemed the possibility of the least intrusive. I just wanted to see what was on it. That's rude. It's fine. It was just a computer. I got bored, I guess. None of these are good reasons, and there is no good reason to just snoop through someone's shit. I just wanted to see what was on it. Well, whatever you did, at least it seems to be okay. No, my game! What's wrong? When you touched the computer, you saw a game running, right? Yeah, I played a little. Why would you do that? I had it saved specifically at that moment to play later. Now it's all gone. What do you mean it's all gone? So much preparation, so many hours it's been grinding just to get there. I can't do all of that again. You wouldn't understand. No! No! Why? I don't want. Sorry. I just thought I would look at it. I didn't want to do it. No. Oh, ow! Ow! I hurt myself. Actually, I do. That could be kind of a dick thing, but that it could also be like I also have spent hours in a game. But apologizing is just the best thing to do. To be fair, the computer is old, so it might not have been your fault. At least my office is still standing. Speaking of which, what's with the bed? It looks like you live here. When I have to work late, it's easier to just stay here. Besides, I have the knowledge of the whole library at my fingertips, and can use the resources and equipment as I please, like this computer. Do you have one at home? No, we generally don't have this kind of technology in every household, though it's not exactly rare either. We just use it where we need it. Back home, we used to have computers everywhere. Most of us even carried one on our wrist wherever we went. Is that so? Oh, shit. Oh, that means the library will be closing pretty soon. If you want to do or ask anything in particular, now is the time. I'd like to know about the human myths. Are you available? I can't really think of it. Really? We've been pursuing a Dean and Bryce, and no, we can't pursue Bryce because he's dead. We can't really. The bottom two don't really. This is just myths. There's a lot we could get into, but I'm afraid we won't have enough time now. Maybe another day. Anyway, thank you for your help. How about I invite you to my place for dinner sometime and to repay you? Oh, that's not necessary. I enjoyed my time here. I insist. Alright then, I already have your number, and you probably have mine as well. I do. Great, well, call me when it's convenient for you. Great. Good night, Pierce. Good night. People making noises in the fucking background. I wonder whether the dragon was being nice or just didn't want to feel indebted to me after I helped him. In any case, the time I spent in the library had been enjoyable, and I was looking forward to seeing him again. Though I wondered about his insistence on inviting me into his home. Had I just been asked out by a dragon? No, he had been asked in to his home. Or his bedroom. I was gonna find out soon enough. Oh, Lord. Ugh. I hate these chapter transitions! Conflict. Oh, hell. Oh, don't tell me Maverick is the new chief. Oh, fuck. We're doomed. And there seemed to be a body laying on the ground. I don't want to know. 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 Boom, boom. What if I did myself a drink? I really couldn't care less what you think. I'm gonna have to listen now with this takedown to find myself. Might as well save your goodbye. Maybe we take it one last ride. We're gonna want to listen now with this takedown. The dog got a tiny head. So I'll say goodbye. I don't wanna know it's over, so save your goodbye kiss. I don't wanna know it's over, cause ignorance is bliss. I can hardly see what's in front of me, cause the vodka's running on empty. I can't stay sober if it's over. Like this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the trained Speaking for the voices in my head and my what the fuck is this gross ass ew. Bye everyone.